Saturday. I'm just leaving Orangetheory. I started today, which is week 2, day 6 of my Peloton HYROX training program series. And I had to do one more coach evaluation. So I had to start my morning at Orangetheory to get that done. And it was a good workout. It was strength on the weight floor where we had a moderate weight for an exercise of 5 reps. Then we went heavy and then we went back moderate. And we did that for 2 different blocks. And it was 2 exercises per block. And then at the end, you did like a core exercise where we did bicep the first time. And then we did like back extensions for block 2. I think the first block, it was neutral grip shoulder press. And then we went into goblet squat, I think. And then the second block, it was hammer curl. And then we went into sumo deadlift. So sumo goblet squat, I think, and the sumo deadlift. Then after the second block on the weight floor, we went to the rower, did a 45-second all-out row, 30-second recovery, 45-second all-out row, and then back, and then did the second block on the weight floor. And then on the treads, it was a 2-minute tread, so you can choose your own intensity, and then a surge increase in speed for 1 minute, and then back to the 2-minute tread, and then surge for a minute, and then back to the 2-minute tread. So it was a total of 8 minutes. And I held the first block, I held 7 for my 2 minutes, and then I surged at 7.5, and then I brought it back to 7. So, which was good. So pretty much 8 minutes at average about 7.1 or 2. And then the second time I did 7.1 for the 2 minutes, and then I surged at 7.6. So I still took it up a 0.5 and then back. So it was definitely good run-in today. And then now I have to go home and do my Peloton HYROX Bootcamp, I think with Andy, for 45 minutes. So I'm going to get that done because I think I'm going to do some bacon and offer some Easter cookie sets. So happy Saturday. Let's go do this HYROX workout. I just got done with my 45-minute HYROX Bootcamp with Andy, and it was a great workout. It probably would have been better if I hadn't already done a workout at Orangetheory, but I was tired. So talk about compromised legs. Just mentally, physically, I was ready for it to be over. It was like halfway through, like 19 minutes left, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But I got through it, and overall, I think if I hadn't done the Orangetheory workout, I probably would have ran faster, but combined between the two, I got in about 5 miles today. So not bad. Before I go into what exactly the workout consisted of, let's give a shoe update. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear these shoes for Miami in a week. Can you believe it? So I've been trying out some socks, some Amazon suggested ones that I've already mentioned, as well as the feature ones that I did wear today. I think the first time that I wore these features socks, I didn't realize that, or pay attention, it had a right side, left side. So right sock, left sock. And then the second time I noticed that they were better. And then I wore them again today, made sure I had them on the right foot. And so my foot didn't go numb-ish, like slightly, but not really. It was bearable where I got through the workout at Orangetheory as well as the workout here. And so I'm going to order another pair, as well as another brand that someone else suggested. And then we're going to see, because I really would like to wear these shoes for next Sunday. But that's an update on my foot shoes. What am I going to wear for HYROX Miami? The workout today. We started with a 5-minute warm-up, consisted of easy pace, and then we did some drills, and then moderate pace. We hopped off. We did a 3-minute warm-up on the floor. And I think I show a little bit, or I recorded a little bit of the warm-up, good stretching. Then we got back on the tread and did a 3.5-minute run at challenging pace. The runs today were 3.5 minutes, except for the last one. It was 3 minutes because you had a 1 minute of recovery. So 3.5 minutes of challenging pace. And I was at level 8. I think the low end was 6.8. Again, I ran at Orangetheory at 7. And so to do that for 3 minutes, it was similar workouts, honestly. So I pulled it back to level 6. Honestly, I could have been left it at level 8, just been under the target pace. But I'm like, no, I have to be within the target pace. So I pulled it back to level 7, and the high end was 6.7. but I ran at 6.5 most of the time. I think I did 6.6 towards the end, and then maybe bumped it down to start. And then once I got in the groove for the 3.5 minute run, I bumped it to at least 6.5. So I was kind of like mid, above mid. And then we hopped off. The first time we did it AMRAP on the floor, it was 3 minutes on the floor. The first time it was 8 push-ups and 8 goblet squats. We just did that at AMRAP for the 3 minutes. Then we got back on, did another 3.5 run, and then we hopped off. The 3 minutes on the floor consisted of 6 reverse lunges and 3 push press. Again, similar to what I did at Orangetheory today. Then we hopped back on the tread, did another 3.5 minutes at challenging. We hopped off, and then the floor work was body weight. We did 6 squats, 6 front lunges, and then 3 burpees. So we did that for 3 minutes. And then we hopped back on the treads, did another 3.5 minutes, and then we hopped off for our final floor work, squat thrust for 3 reps, bicep curls for 6 reps, and then bent over row for 6. I had a special guest that came and did the last AMRAP with me. So she came in, and she just got in from Panera. So she came in and just jumped right on in and did her little workout. My last run on the tread, I told her, just get on your bike. And so she rode her bike for the last 3 minutes that I had on the tread. So yes, after we left the floor, we went back to the treads one more time for the last 3-minute run. And then the last minute of the workout was recovery pace. So I enjoyed this one. I think I would have enjoyed it a little better again if I hadn't done Orangetheory, but it was a good, solid boot camp, HYROX boot camp. So liked it. Great, great rating. I am looking forward to the next week because switching up the workouts. I hope I do not see any of the workouts that I've seen over the past 2 weeks. Like, I'm ready for a switch up. So I have my favorites that I have for the first 2 weeks, and then looking forward to hopefully some additional workouts, but week 2 is done. I am going to shower, eat some lunch, and then I'm going to make some dough because I'm going to make some Easter cookies. So I hope you have enjoyed the series so far. 2 weeks down, 10 more to go. What can you believe? New York is in about 2 weeks. I'm excited. So I will see you maybe next week or possibly before then. Either way, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.